sorry. I had to make a new video. I ran out of space. So what I was saying is that, you know, it's not that vegetable tanning makes stiff, firm leather, and brain tanning makes supple, buttery leather. Like, that's a conception out there, and it's a misconception. It's not true. There's so much variation in both methods of tanning, and you can combine the two methods. That's when you hear about combination tanning. There's so many different ways you can combine the methods. There's so many different species of animals, so many different species of plants you can use for tanning. So there are just 1,000,001 kinds and qualities of leather that a hide can turn out as. To some degree you can control, and to some degree you can't control. And that's, I don't know, that's what's so great about it to me. You have to kind of go along for the ride. But just to show you some very supple vegetable tanned leather. Oh, it smells so good. It smells so good too. So, brain tan furs. The first fur I ever tanned, tried to tan by myself, was a fox brain tan. It was the first fur I ever skinned by myself. It's right here. It's right here. Yeah, the first fur bearer that I skinned by myself. It was so hard. It was horrifying. It took me forever. I didn't know if I was doing it right. And I, you know, over the course of like 2 weeks, brain tanned him. And thought I was fucking up in every way, and did make mistakes, and in the end, like, he turned out perfect. Like, I didn't have any reason for him to turn out perfect, but he did. I don't know if there was some message from the spirits or something that, I don't know, that was my entryway into fur tanning. The spirits being like, you are gonna be a fur tanner, you're gonna be obsessed, this is gonna be a huge, massive part of your life, which is something I did not in a million years expect. Even tanning, not something I ever expected to be a part of my life. So this is that fox. He was an older male fox hit by a car. With full tail and full face. And I'll show you. So I found it kind of sweet this week with this quarantine and all that. I've just been in my one-person hide camp for like 2 or 3 weeks now. I don't know why all the rest of the world is wanting to put out, you know, videos and work online. I've just been like, oh my god, I needed a break so bad. Like, in my life, often, you know, I will go to some cabin in the mountains or some retreat, personal retreat for me, you know, for 3 months or even a year at a time, mostly by myself, and just tan or work, just focus on whatever my projects are, whether it's tanning or writing or just become like huge hermit, obsessed with my stuff I'm working on. So I'm just having my hermit time here. It's just funny that it happened like here in the middle of Baltimore City, because I've been at this city apothecary all winter, and that's where I was when this quarantine thing happened. So I'm like, okay, well, one person hide camp, me alone here. I've got an alley, a dungeon basement, and this little garden nook out back in the alley, where I would have filmed this out there today, but it's so windy and it keeps sleeting on and off that there's no way you would have been able to hear me. All the stuff would have been blowing around. So, this past few weeks, I've been kind of on another brain tan kick, because I've really done so little brain tanning for the past 3 years at least, and I took a break from buckskin even. I used to be really into fringe. I'm gonna just say that openly. It was my first buckskin dress. It's a whole dress. I'm not gonna unravel it right now. Yeah, you can just see, like, I was really into fringe.